Good morning, happy Sunday, and welcome to episode 129, which is Soft Seedlings. It's a really, really nice set. I'll show it you in a minute. What do I need to tell you? I need to remind you that Celebration is on until the end of the month, and that Stampin' Up! Has added about half a dozen other things out of the catalogues. There's a lot of dies. Well, there's not a lot of anything actually because there's only half a dozen, but it's worth looking at and seeing if there's something you want. So, yes, and when you spend $25 with me, I will send you a package like this to make today's cards. So I think that's all I need to tell you. So I am going to point you down and we're going to do the raffle. So let me just point you down. Good morning, Barbara. Point you down, yep. And just even you up a bit. Yep, that looks good to me. Oh, and of course I need to change my glasses so that I can have some chance of seeing what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got Diana, Linda, Barbara, Kathleen, Kim, and Kathy. We do have a lot of K's, don't we? So let's see. 5, that would be Kim. So let me move that out of the way and show you what we're going to be making, or what we're using. We're using Soft Seedlings, which I think might be a bit of a sleeper, but I think it's beautiful. It's one of those distinctive ones, so you get loads and loads of detail. And here's one I prepared earlier. Oh, that was a Blue Peter thing, a children's show in the UK, so it might not jive for you. So here is, I just stamped in Pear Pizzazz, and you get all this lovely detail, and then I added a bit of Wink of Stella because, you know, why not? And I also really like the typefaces of these. So that's the first one. Here's the second one, also with Wink of Stella. Oh, I should say that I had got an order recently and I thought, ooh, I like these solid faceted gems. What can I do with, and so these are the Mossy Meadow ones, so I put them on there. And then I'd also got the red and green adhesive back pearls. And because I'm using mint macaron, these, I don't know if they are mint macaron. They look like it. So I added those to this card and also to my third card because I seem to be getting more into embellishments. I remember when I first started, I would look at the embellishment and go, oh, I don't know that it adds anything, and I put it back. But now I seem to be making quite a lot of them. So that's that. So I'll move this over here and I'll get my package out and we can get moving. Okay, so move that over there, and I am going to take my Pear Pizzazz and ink up this gorgeous stamp, really gorgeous. And I'm going to layer it, ooh, I think right about there. And you get all this fantastic, as you can see, detail, which is, you know, really quite impressive. But while that is, I'm just going to let it dry a little bit. I always get a bit nervous when I'm about to Wink of Stella something. So I'm going to put that about there. Hold it down and I'll get my hello out. Let's see. It's not quite straight on the block. So Perfect. Wow, that's quite impressive. After last week when everything seemed to be wonky. So let's put this on. Oops. Come on. Stop sticking. This is a brand new one too. So there we go. So there we go. And then I'm just going to add this onto my card base. Did I say that this was Pear Pizzazz? I can't remember if I did. But whether I did or not, it's still Pear Pizzazz. Okay. So now we're going to put this in place. Yeah, there. Do I do these again? I think they might be a bit dark, so maybe I won't. They're not the right colour. So what else could I use? I could use... No, they're not floating my boat, do they? Maybe some iridescent ones. Yeah, let's go for that. Do we want them to be the big ones or the little ones? Ooh. Yep, I think the big ones. We can sort out this mess here. Right, so yes, I like that better. That's what happens when I get new embellishments. I want to use them immediately. Probably not always the best idea, right? So let's put that one. Oh, yeah. So that is our first card. And which do you prefer? The dark embellishments or the iridescent pearls? What were the other ones called? They were called solid faceted gems. So let me know which you prefer. Now we're moving on to this one, which is using the same stamp, but adding other pieces to it. And in different colours too, a different colour. So I'll take my Pear Pizzazz and move it out of the danger zone, and we'll move on to the mint macaron. So I've got this piece of paper from, I can't remember. This is from the Host 48 piece DSP set that you get for $18 of Host rewards. Hopefully that will give you enough. You can find it if you want to find it. So let me move on with this. I'm going to stamp this one in mint macaron. Looks good. Oops. That's pretty good. Oh, hang on, I forgot to use my Wink of Stella, didn't I? Let's put a little bit on here. Just very lightly. Just so that it's got a bit of a shimmer, but it's not moving any of the ink around. So I don't need to do that. move a bit here maybe. But yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it's there and I like it. So I'm going to do the same here. Is anything actually coming out? Yes, there is something, because I can see the sparkle. I think this is not a lot of the sparkle. This is a fairly new one. Doesn't sound very full, does it? I hope I didn't throw out the wrong one. That would be annoying. But you know, I have spares. I don't want to run out of it, so I make sure I have some. Yeah, maybe I did throw out the wrong one. Oh well. Easy come, easy go, hey? So we mat this in mint macaron. Now we'll get our background piece. Before I do that, I want to do the stamping, just in case I have to come up with something creative to hide a problem. This looks fairly straight. Also looks as if I just, yeah, that's better. Not quite straight, is it? So let's see, put it up a little. No, that's not going to work. Yeah, I think it's fairly straight. So let's just put that there. Oh, perfect. Oh, it's going to be a good week, isn't it? And this looks a hair too long. So let me just trim that down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Right, so put that over there. How much space is there? Well, I suppose my desk is 33 inches square, so it doesn't really give you much space. By the time you've added your inks and a pile of embellishments, and I've got this lovely wooden box that my dad made for me that holds about a dozen or so stamp sets, so I can have the ones I'm using at the moment there, or that's actually where I often put a lot of my sentiments that I like to use, the sentiment sets I like to use. So there's not an awful lot of space for actually creating, but hey, it works for me at the moment. Okay. Oh, yeah, got my hand stuck. It's not quite straight. Well, you know, this is a card. It's not supposed to be perfect. And I think I'll just trim that a little. Yeah, I don't know how my usual ruler method failed me there. I guess it was getting it stuck on my hand. That may have had something to do with it. So I'll just trim that down a little. Yep, that's good. And now I'm going to layer this on. Like so. With that extra piece of, I don't think I want that in there, giving me extra bulk. There we go. And I'm going to put this right about there. And then I'm going to get these lovely little adhesive backed pearls in what I think is mint macaron. But if it isn't mint macaron, it's, I don't know what it is. Must be. I suppose it could be pool party, but I don't think it is. Okay, one there maybe, and another one. Oh, and yeah, up here. Yeah, there we go. Yep, I'd say they're pretty similar. So, and then finally, I'm actually using crumb cake, which probably surprised a lot of you because I don't tend to use that. So, just to remind you what I'm making, I decided these could just fall down the side of the card, and so I'm gonna do one in crumb cake. I've got my scrubber set up over here because I'm gonna change colours and do a mint macaron, like so. I'm gonna do another mint macaron, and just because I want to have the impression that they're tumbling through the air, I'm going to do that one upside down. And then I'm going back to the crumb cake. And then another mint macaron, which is, as you can see, why I had my stamping scrub right next to me. There we are. Okay. So, I mean, I don't use crumb cake very often, and I think that's enough of it for now. Yep. My sister would stare, because I'm not that fond of brown. It's not as bad as my dislike of grey, but it's still not, I still don't much like it. So, there's a thinking of you card. There we are. Just close this before I put my fingers in it. Yep, I like how that came out, and I'm going to mat it onto more mint macaron. I seem to be using that a lot more than usual at the moment. I guess it's driven by, I think it was driven originally by some paper, but it seems to have become quite popular in my carding. Oh, yeah, I should put it the right way up, I think. I think that would be better. I'm also going to give it a bit of Wink of Stella, because why not? Oh, did that pull? Yes, it did. Oh, it's not too bad. Right, and I'm going to give it some of these. Now, I really must leave myself finger breaks so that I can not get stuck to the layer, because that does mess you up a bit. Yeah, I can see I'm going to be running out of these lovely little, what are they called again? Red and green adhesive back pearls. Yes, I think they are. I may have to get more of these, because I can see them being really useful when I'm doing Christmas cards, which will of course be coming up soon. Well, fairly soon. So, what have we made today? We've done these and let's see. You can see all those, can't you? Yes, you can. Well, maybe a bit over here and up a bit. There you go. So, let me know what you think about the difference between these two. I'm going to bet that you will like this one better. I think I do too. I shouldn't let myself be pulled into using new stuff just because I've got new stuff. But anyway, I think this is a really great stamp set. It's fun to play with. It's easy to play with. It's got 4 nice sentiments. It's good. So I hope you enjoyed this fairly quick live actually. And I forgot to do my wink of Stella, didn't I? Okay, let's just do that before I leave you. So a bit of wink of Stella. Are we getting any? A touch. A touch is enough. So, there you go. And I'll have to go and hunt down a new wink of Stella, obviously. Right, well, I hope you enjoyed this and I hope to see you again next week. Okay, have a great week. Bye.